Hey there, so my name is Ziggy, also known as ZigFit Mama, and today I just wanted to talk about like a motherhood thing that I know a lot of people struggle with, but me in particular, like this time round after my third baby, I am having some struggles surrounding body image that I didn't think would affect me as much as they have been. And I think it's really important and normal to talk about it because I'm sure like 99% of everyone else does. Like every single mom that I've ever trained has had some body confidence issues. Even if she looks, even if she has zero dysfunction. And so here I am just to talk about what I'm going through and what the logical things are. So first and foremost, it is never recommended to do any sort of like detox or crash diet or calorie restriction in the postpartum phase. And postpartum can be, up to the first year. And what we actually know is that postpartum is forever. It's a term that is given to a woman who has been pregnant and delivered a baby or had some sort of delivery. And that can include loss. Like postpartum is just a word for a period of time. And so this time round, like I've always had big babies. I've had big stretch on the abdominal wall, on the uterus, and I've had abdominal separation, and 100% of pregnancies have abdominal separation, and I've had to rehabilitate abdominal separation twice, and now I'm doing it for the third time. And this pregnancy was also my most difficult pregnancy. I was hospitalized for vomiting. I basically couldn't keep fluids or food down. I was on nausea medication and vomiting medication, and I had very low motivation to exercise or train. So basically for the entirety of my third pregnancy, I just commuted and I worked. And I do work as a trainer, but I was so sick that I basically wasn't doing much. I was just kind of telling my clients what to do, and I wasn't teaching any classes where I had to do the physical activity, unlike in my previous pregnancies. And so, yeah, I gained quite a bit of weight, about 25 kilos, I think. I didn't really check. And I think this time round, I'm struggling more with the fact that I look pregnant for longer than I did in the last pregnancies. And logically, I know that this is normal. Logically, I know that it's okay to embrace this. Logically, I know that I would never judge anyone for looking this way. I would be like, you just had a baby, you're not sleeping, you're feeding this baby with your body, like embrace it, like you're Mother Nature herself, all of these things. And yet the feelings are discomfort in a body that is bigger than what I'm used to, in a body that doesn't feel like mine, in a body that I don't recognize as mine. And I think the most difficult thing is that my clothes don't fit and they don't feel good, and they accentuate the parts of myself that I don't really want accentuated. And for some people watching, they might be like, oh my God, well, at least you can still buy clothes that fit, or you're in a tiny body and maybe you're living in a bigger body. And that's not really the purpose of this. Like logically, I know that I am healthy. I have a great nutritional, I have a great attitude toward nutrition. I have a great attitude towards healthy eating. I am doing no calorie restriction, but I don't, and I still eat processed foods, or, I indulge. I talk very positively about all kinds of foods. Foods in our household aren't deemed good or bad or healthy or unhealthy, but, I try and eat balanced meals and eat out as little as possible. More for the wallet than anything else. And yeah, I think what I need to focus on is actually training but never to punish. And I haven't been training to punish. I've just been very time poor, and I want, I'm sure that I'm gonna look back on this confession, this video, in a couple of months or even a year from now, and just be like, why were you being so hard on yourself? Because some days I really do look in the mirror and I'm like, ugh. And that's kind of the feeling. It's like, ugh, I have to do this again, or ugh, like I don't want to put the work in to feel good about myself. Because sometimes when you look in the mirror and you feel good about yourself, then the feelings come from within. Like sometimes it can be an outside-in job, and I know this time it really needs to be an inside-out. It needs to be, I love myself. I love affirmations, so it's got to be, I love myself. I love my body. I'm grateful for my body. I appreciate all that it's done for me. I appreciate how I have 3 healthy children. I appreciate how I put my kids first. And my health and nutrition goals are important. They are important, and I'm trying to make them work within my life. But the best type of sustainable change is with daily habit forming, and I need to titrate up. So I'm gonna start from a low level and work my way back up to harder workouts. I'm gonna be sustainable in my approach, and it's okay not to feel okay right now, but it won't be this way forever as long as I just stay motivated and stay positive and not be hard on myself, because I'm always going to be the hardest critic. And the people who are judging my body are possibly the people who I don't need to be listening to. Because they probably don't understand where I'm coming from or can't empathize with the journey that I've been on. And I don't need to focus on those comments or those judgments. And some of them are just uneducated judgments of that, not knowing that women can look pregnant for a period of time after they've given birth to a baby. And that's okay. That's okay with me. And I'm learning for it to be okay on the days that it's not. So anyways, if you've resonated with anything that I've said, I think about 5 people are going to watch this. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching it and leaving your comments.